Welcome to Nalla Narasimha Reddy Education Society's group of institutions, integrated campus, Hyderabad, structural engineering 1, reinforcement concrete. I'm Dr. A. Mahesh Babu, Professor, Department of Civil Engineering. In last videos, I explained about stability of steel reinforcement, advantage, and there are disadvantages. See, few disadvantages as we discussed. At high stresses, a non-elastic behavior is assumed, which is in close agreement with the actual behavior of concrete and steel. At high stresses, there is a non-elastic, actually we assumed as a elastic behavior. There may be non-elastic behavior. At ultimate strength, maximum strain at the extreme compression pressure of the concrete is 0.00 by as per IS code 456. This is very important. Note down. This is very important for you. What is the extreme frequently asked in GATE or other competitive exam? Nations, what is the maximum strain at extreme compression pressure, extreme edge of the structure member is 0.0035 as per codal provision, that is IS 456. So you must remember this point, and we'll discuss this topic in coming videos also. At the ultimate strength, the shape of the compressive stress distribution may be assumed to be rectangle, parabolic, or trapezoidal according to your design method. Excuse me. Next, we'll see important topic. Methods of design of RCC. What are the methods used in the RCC design? There are several methods in design, but mainly here to check safety, satisfaction, lifelong structures. Here there are three methods. First one is working stress method. This is one of the oldest method, outdated method. Load factor ultimated load method, limit state method. See, we have three methods in design of RCC structure to decide the structures. To decide the size, dimensions of the member and the amount of reinforcement required by using these three methods. What are those methods? Working stress method, ultimate method, limit state method. See, you listen carefully. What are the differences? You will get an examination. What is working stress method? This method is the oldest one. It is based on the elastic theory and assumes that both steel and concrete are elastic and obeys Hooke's law. Hooke's law. All of you know what is Hooke's law. See here, what is Hooke's law? Your strain is directly proportional to stress. This is Hooke's law. This method is oldest one. This is based on elastic theory, first point. And that both steel and concrete obeys Hooke's law. Okay, so this is very important point. Definitely you will get short questions or long questions. Difference between working stress method and limit state method, or explain working stress method. So working stress method is one of the design method for RCC, and it is oldest one. It is based on elastic theory, assumes that both steel and concrete are elastic and obeys Hooke's law. It means that stress is directly proportional to strain up to the point of collapse. So what is Hooke's law? Hooke's law, you know, stress is directly proportional to the strain up to the point of collapse. So this is a major assumption made in the working stress. So what is working stress method? It is based on elastic theory and assumes that both steel and concrete are elastic and obeys Hooke's law. What that means? It means that the stress is directly proportional to the strain up to the point of collapse. See, up to the point of collapse. So before failure occurs, up to that point, it holds good. Based on elastic theory and assuming that bond between steel and concrete is perfect, we are assuming that the bond is perfect. When load applied, there is a good bond, even though there is loads applied on the structure element, extreme loads, that holds good. There will not be any break between steel and concrete. In elastic theory, we are assuming that good bond between steel and concrete is perfect, and permissible stresses of the material are obtained. See here what discussed in previous slide. If you observe this carefully, you will understand what is working stress method. See, first we'll understand what is plain concrete, RCC concepts, why steel provided. So then we are coming to this point. So if you understand previous topics, it's very easy to understand this concept. See, in previous slide, what we discussed, this is stress is directly proportional to the strain. See here, the stress strain curve of the concrete assumed linear from 0 at the central axis, neutral axis, and maximum to extreme fiber. So extreme H. Say this is a typical cross section of the beam. What is typical cross section of the beam? See here, if you see, suppose there is a beam, okay, if you cut at this point, if you see this one, width and depth, here you have reinforcement, here stress curve here is here 0, right, and maximum at the end, here at the end, right, here the end. So see, observe carefully, your strain is linear from 0 here, neutral axis stress, and maximum at the edge of the your member. This is one of the major assumption, major important point in the design of working stress method. Okay, strain curve of course is a linear from is like this from here to here. This is neutral axis. What is the neutral axis? You know, where is your balance? At the section is your neutral axis. This is neutral axis. At the neutral axis, this is strain diagram. Okay, this is strain diagram, right? This is strain diagram. This is strain, and this is your stress diagram. Okay, see, this is your stress diagram. So observe carefully. Once I am explaining, the strain curve in the concrete, stress strain curve is assumed 0 at the neutral axis and maximum at the extreme fiber. So this is the figure you must remember, you have to draw in the examination, strain diagram and stress diagram. And if you draw this one, you will get good marks. Very easy, very simple. Draw a cross section of the beam. Note down your these symbols, breadth and depth. This is effective depth. I will explain effective depth in coming topics. So this is a clear distance plus of the diameter deducted from total depth of your beam. So here neutral axis at the edge, as we discussed, 0.0035 is maximum strain at the edge of the concrete member, and this is 0.87 Fy by ES plus 0.002. So these questions will ask frequently in GATE examinations, competitive examinations. Here, this is working stress method, stress diagram, 0 at the neutral axis and maximum at the edge. See, this is, if you understand this one, is very important. This is, as discussed, this is assumed on the elastic theory and straight line stress distribution along the depth of the concrete, as shown in previous figure. This method adapts permissible stresses which are obtained by dividing ultimate stress by factor known as factor of safety. Here also important point in differentiations between this factor of safety. Okay, in working stress method we'll use factor of safety. You must remember, in working stress method, factor of safety for concrete is 3. For concrete is 3. For steel, 1.78. See, these are very important points in working stress method. We'll see some more points in the next coming topic. Thank you.